Hello, Talking Wolves. So, Chelsea 2, Wolves 2, and tell you what, a bit of a mad game, wasn't it? After the Brighton game, after the disappointment, we wanted to see a response, and I think we gave that. The formation was expected, three in midfield. When we put up a fight, I know they had the ball in the net twice in the first half, one offside, one a foul on Sace, but I thought we were well organised. We hit him on the counter. We had a few chances ourselves. Sace with a couple of headers. That one when Dendoncker skied the open goal after Neto's run. So we were a bit of a threat. So it was way better than the Brighton game. No Bruno Lage on the touchline. Tony Roberts took charge. So I was really happy with the first half. I thought we showed the fight that was needed, and obviously very lucky to go 0-0 with their goals being ruled out. And the starting line, I think Neto was the only surprise, wasn't it? Neto being in there. I thought it'd be Raul and probably Fabio up top, or Raul and Hwang. So Neto must have been fit enough to play. And so I was happy with the first half. Coming out second half, we were awful. Chelsea made a change, took Alonso off, put another advanced player on, if that's what you could call it. And you'd expect them to have chances, but we were our own worst enemy. Sace, I winced as soon as it happened. I knew it was the penalty. As soon as it went to VAR, you knew it was going to be given. Very clumsy from Sace. Another penalty he's given away 2 games in a row. He needs to book his ideas up. Get Totti in there. Get Totti in there for the last few games, I think. Give him a break. Lukaku slots it away. And then Conor Cody, man, tries to play the ball out wide. Hits Neves, sloppy pass. Lukaku scores again, and then you're just like, that's it. That's it. That's the end. But I don't know if it was Bruno Lage's decision. I don't know if it was Tony Roberts, but we threw on some players: Chiquinho, Trincao, Hwang, and a great finish by Trincao. He's had a lot of critics. Great goal on the counter attack. Great finish, and we hit him on the counter attack all day, didn't we? So it was about time we put one in the net. And after that, it was all us. We were a bit vulnerable at the back because obviously we had 4 at the back, but it was all Wolves. And we got there in the end. It took to the 97th minute, but we got there. And a great cross from Chiquinho, who was great when he came on. He was brilliant. I'd love to see him start going forward. I really would. Like, he deserves it, I think, the way he performed when he came on. And a great header from Conor Cody, who made up for his mistake. And great scenes in the away end. It was really funny seeing Finners. I don't know if he'll watch this, but you could see Finners with his vlogging camera right in there, celebrating with the players right at the end, which I thought was really funny. And yeah, man, I think we deserved it in the end. And what I'm most happy with is the fight and the passion that we showed to come back, which has been lacking in recent weeks. So very happy.
Chelsea 2, Wolves 2. Leaving it late, but no one's complaining. A point is a point. I thought in large parts the performance was better than the last 2. But we had chances today. We had chances to win the game. And listen, Chelsea could have put 6 or 7 past us really. On the, you know, they weren't at it. Few things to call out really was the penalty. So clumsy by Sace. That's twice in a week now he's given away a penalty. For me, he shouldn't play the rest of the season. His head is obviously elsewhere. He's not been the same since he come back from AFCON. Give Gomez a go. Gomez has got more chance of being here next season than Sace, so get him in the team. We've got nothing to play for. The changes that were made too in the second half, I thought that Chiquinho and Trincao looked an absolute breath of fresh air. Looks like Trincao won't be saying, but get Chiquinho in the side. Get him in the side. But yeah, the goal, the obviously soft one to give away from Sace. The second goal even more soft. Cody, he sprays the ball into Neves. I think it's meant for Dendoncker out on the wing or whoever was out there. Neves should be on his toes a bit more, but he's absolutely sprayed it at him. And then Lukaku finishes with a plum. And you're thinking then, this could be 4 or 5 here. The head seemed to drop. And that's the 4th point this season that Wolves have taken from losing positions, which isn't good at all. You know, I've said that this team have got no bollocks, got no backbone. And today they've come from 2-0 down to win 2-2. But it's taken us to go 2-0 down to actually have a go. I thought Trincao's goal was taken ever so well. He looked really good when he came on. And Chiquinho, I'll tell you what, that boy can cross the ball. But he's shown the fight and the determination that a lot of these players are missing. He was so tenacious, driving at players, trying to take players on, trying to make things happen. And you know, we've had some good opportunities today, which is more encouraging. But for a large part of that game, I was thinking, I can't wait to the end of the season now. Just get a load of these players out. I still think we need a bit of a reboot, culturally anyway. But Connor Cody popping up with a header. He's better at the other end of the pitch today. Wasn't very good at the back, but came out with a wonderful header, an even better cross. That 2-2 feels like a win. Hopefully now for the rest of the season we can restore a bit of pride, because the last few games I feel like that has been completely drained out of the team. A few tough fixtures coming up, not expecting anything from them apart from the Norwich game. But yeah, it feels when you draw in such manner, it does feel like a win. But I'm just in Las Vegas now, as you can see here. I'm coming home tomorrow, but I thought I'd get up early, try and watch the game. And for about 80 minutes I thought, why did I bother? But it's one of them. That's why we do it.
Evening Wolves fans, what a result in the end. Always great to see a last minute sort of goal in any way. Nice to see score a goal today. But yeah, 97th minute draw. Well, I was going to say winner. It's not a winner. Feels like it though. Feels like it. Great goal from Cody. Great ball by Chiquinho. What a breath of fresh air that lad is. I mean, he come on today and the first thing he done is turn through two players and sort of have a drive forwards and really have a go straight away. It's all we want to see. Bit of fight, bit of determination. It's too early to say he's going to be a star, but if he carries on like that, he's going to be, isn't he? I mean, he doesn't need to be a star, does he? You just need to have a bit of that in your game sometimes, a bit of work rate, a bit of desire, a bit of something different, and he had that in abundance. To come away with a 2-2 draw against the European champions is phenomenal. Let's not take anything away from that, especially after being 2-0 down. Because when we go beyond, we don't come back, do we? Today we did. Brilliant. Oh, yeah, chuffed with that. Really chuffed with that. Great first half. Everything I bought from a goal or two, which you've got to get when you're creating chances like we did. How Donks put that over the bar, I've got no idea. Just hit the target, it's a goal, keeps on the floor. Keeps on the floor, mate. Wasn't very impressed with Dendoncker today at all for most part of the game. I mean, he had little moments where, like when he won the ball back for the goal, but yeah, there's not enough of it, was there? He's not a starter every week for me, but that's just my opinion on him. Another one is Sace. I've said it since he come back from AFCON. He's been terrible. He's not been very good at all. Today capitulated again with a stupid, needless penalty. The ball, it's not going out of play. Just kick it out. Just put it out for a corner if you need to. You just get your foot round it, put it out for a throw in. Try and clear it off Lukaku. He's right on your back. Just kick it at him. That's what everyone else seems to do. Just not Sace. Nothing simple with Sace, is there? Nothing simple. I just wouldn't play him anymore, and that's my opinion. But he's not signed a new deal. He's already, apparently the rumours are that he's got better European offers. Take one then, mate. See you later. I'd rather play players who are going to be at the club next year or got a chance of being at the club next year. Give Totti some more game time. We've all liked what we've seen, or I think most people have anyway. Again, he's another one a bit like Chiquinho, might be a bit raw, but he's got the right attitude and he wants to play well. Trinko, brilliant for me today when he come on again. I know he's not done it enough, unpopular opinion, but I think he's going to be a great player in the future. There's a lot more than what people don't see at times to his game with work rate. Obviously not today because he's come on as a sub, but I think he plays much better from that central position as well, like he did today. He reminds me, don't slate me please, but a bit like an Odegaard player. That's how I could see him sort of developing. Because he's not quite there to be a winger. He's not quite quick enough, but he's skillful enough, especially playing through the middle. Again, that attacking role where he's still going to work hard because that's what he does. He's got quite a good ball recovery sort of stats, and that's going to suit him well. Playing in that sort of middle of the pitch, can still float out wide and drift. Just give him more of a sort of a free role, especially when you've got people like Chiquinho getting out the side of him now. Yeah, I mean, a mixed bag, wasn't it? I mean, we had a bad 10 minutes. But again, I mean, all I wanted to see today when we were 2 goals down is a bit of fight, a bit of determination, and a goal. And we got 2 of them, so I was absolutely delighted. I couldn't believe that last one went in. But yeah, more of the same, please. Just some effort. Because there's been too many games recently where we've not put much effort in, or it doesn't look like we put any effort in, and we're not bothered. Today's show, we are bothered. Like, we've got a bit about us, and we just need more of that. I'm not saying we need to win every game. Yeah, it'd be nice. But again, just a bit of fight. It's all I want to see. So, and everyone seemed to get on board then. As soon as that Trinko goal went in, And what a strike, by the way. It G'd everyone up. More of the same from everyone. And a back four was a blessing in disguise because Sace went off injured. And I don't think Chiquinho would have come on without it, without that injury. So it worked for the best for us, really, today. And shown we can play that back four, and it freed us up massively. Yeah, we looked a bit open, but we also looked better going the other way. It's one of them, just outscore the opposition then. There's a few more players that I think times that might be done at Wolves, but a lot of positives to take today. And again, Neto starting and getting a good chunk of the game. Disappointed that Juan can't come on for him because what did he add today? Not a lot. Gone on for a bit too long, so sorry. But yeah. Up the Wolves. Let's go again. Man City next. Oh shit.
It's finished Chelsea 2, Wolves 2. A great point and a great fight back from the boys today. You've got to admit it. We started off the game and I thought it's quite an end-to-end game, quite an enjoyable game to watch. I thought they had most of the possession of the game, which is, I think that's how we set up to be, and tried to catch them on the counter-attack in the first half. And we've had chances. We've had numerous chances to get goals, and we have these chances, and you think, oh God, it's one of these another it's not your day performance, or chances that we have to kind of score, and we have had a couple of those. Dendonka mainly, with the one inside the box. Mate, you just got to put those away, and if we do, I feel like we win the game. Yeah, they've had chances. The penalty, which is, I've watched back. Well, I watched the stream and they've showed multiple replays, and it may be soft, but it's once again stupid from Sace to even try and kick out there and try and get the ball away. And their second one's a mistake from, I don't really know who's at fault there, really. Cody's pass isn't meant for Neves, and Neves seems to just be in the way. It bounces to Lukaku, and it's a great finish from him. But at 2-0, you think, Christ, our record isn't good from losing positions this season. We've only come back to get any sort of points against the Villa, which was a freak one, let's say, in the last 10 minutes of the game. But today was different. We made some changes, positive changes. We brought on Chiquinho, Hwang and Trincao. And I think it's fair to say that Trincao and Chiquinho definitely changed the game for us on an attacking point when they came on. I think it looked like he put Chiquinho at right wing back and Johnny tucked in at centre back, and then Trincao on the right hand side. And the goals come from both of them. Chiquinho and Trincao. Chiquinho wins the ball back, sends Trincao Trincao with a beautiful bit of trickery, and he manages to bend it into the corner, which is great to see for him. As you know, he's had his ups and downs this season. He's had his stick, from me included as well. But great to see him score, and great to see him make a positive impact coming off the bench. And then the game sort of didn't peter out, but no chances really happening. People getting fouled, people going down for injuries, and the game seemed to just slow, and it seemed like it was going to just end as a Chelsea win. And I was thinking at the time, the boys have put in a strong effort today, but once again, the finishing of our last end product, as it has been all season, was poor again, and that's the reason that we're going to lose this game. And then the ball gets sent out to Chiquinho brilliantly from Trincao again. Sends it out to Chiquinho, who puts an absolute peach of a ball into Cody, who nods in to snatch us a point right at the death. And you have to say it's deserved. I think everyone would agree that it's deserved. Chelsea fans would agree that it's deserved. I really think today, if all chances went in, it could have been like 8-4 to us today, or 7-4, whatever. We've had some really good chances. They've had chances. Saar again, another pick of the bunch, where some of the saves that he's making, that one, Timo Werner, start the second half, just to get us back in the motions of things. But then again, we've had chances as well. The Raul one, Hwang's had a chance. So yeah, it was a great game of football to watch. Actually, a lot different to what we what we have been seeing, but you know, it couldn't have been any worse than what we saw at Brighton. Brighton was a pretty poor performance from us, and the lads needed to react today, and they have done. And it's great to see that, you know, they've shown a bit of guts and shown a bit of fight today to fight back to 2 each and get something for not only themselves but for the fans who, once again, were brilliant today. I could hear them all game on the stream in a quiet Stamford Bridge. So it's brilliant to see. Yeah. So do I think Europe's still on? Depending on what the score is tomorrow, West Ham. If they win tomorrow, no. But if they lose tomorrow, maybe so. If we play like that against Man City, who have just come off an absolute stonking result against Real Madrid, who, if it was me, I'd never want to play football again after that result. So maybe they won't be up for it. But we will have to see. But if we put in a performance like that again against Man City, at home, behind our fans, who knows? Who knows? So yeah, great result today for the boys. Could have been more. Wish it was more. We probably did deserve more. But that's football at the end of the day. You can't win them all. But yeah, move on to Wednesday night against Man City. Cheers for having me on, boys. Thank you very much.
Well, there is the fight that we've been asking for, folks. There is the fight that we've wanted from this team for a numerous amount of weeks now. An unbelievable comeback to come back from 2-0 down to draw against Chelsea. It's the first time since, of course, that Villa game that we've done so since October. 15 of the 16 games that we've gone behind, we haven't got anything. And today we really defied the odds statistically and of our own poor performances today to get a result. I thought that the fact that we even managed to get in this position, the fact that I'm even in this position saying this, you'd be hard pressed to find any Wolves fan at all that would have thought that we would have got anything at 2-0 down. You know, you'd have to have the most optimistic of Wolves fans, and even they wouldn't really believe in it. And I think that it just goes to show that you never really know with this team. It just kind of goes the strange season we've had, and a rare draw as well. In fact, the last draw we actually got was against Chelsea in that 0-0 at Molineux. So maybe it's just the way that this season's gone. It just so happened that a couple of our very rare draws have come against Chelsea. But we'll go back to the start. Formation-wise, there was a few little things that I was a little bit concerned about. No Fabio, but Neto and Jimenez up front I thought was a decent shout. I thought Neto got better every week. And he showed that again today. I thought another really good performance from him. The three in midfield, I thought overall we're okay. Decent defensively. Very decent defensively. Got the ball back numerous times. I think in possession was probably where we faltered a little bit, but that's where we have faltered over the past few weeks. Jimenez again, hit and miss, but showed some really good bits of interlinking play, which is good to see. And the wing backs again, solid if unspectacular in the first half, but better in the second. I think that defensively again they were okay, and going forward I think they were involved in the majority of what was good. But that was few and far between until the last 10 minutes. And then, of course, Jose Sarr, absolutely brilliant performance, as was Willy Bolly and Connor Cody. I think that the only real standout poor performer, really, for me, was Saiss. And I said this on Twitter, I said that it's a shame when we went 2-0 down, because we actually played okay. I thought the first half we were pretty good. I know Chelsea scored that was disallowed for a foul, which I thought we kind of got away with one there. And then, of course, the goal, which was disallowed for offside, which, again, correct decision. But I thought that we were okay. Defensively, we looked good. And we hit Chelsea on the counter-attack a couple of times, very reminiscent of the old Nuno sides. And we should have been 2-0 up, really, at half-time. Aït-Nouri and Dendoncker both missing really good chances. And as a fan, you think that's going to come back to bite you. Second half begins. Romain Saiss with one of the absolute worst decisions to give away a penalty, again, I've ever seen. I don't know what's going through the guy's head, because I think the Wolves fans and players are aware of the record of us going behind. So for me as a professional footballer, it's like, why are you making that challenge? Why are you making that mistake when you know that we do struggle coming back from losing positions? For me, it just stinks of someone who isn't really that fussed anymore. I think I would like to see Totti Gomez given a bit more of a chance. He didn't put a foot wrong in the couple of games that he did play. But it was a shame because Cody was solid, good in the air, had a few troubles against Lukaku as you would expect. But I think Willy Bolly was the pick of the three. Unbelievably good in possession, good in the air, good defensively, putting some great blocks as well. Jose Sarr mentioned before, he was superb, some brilliant saves to keep the score down as well. Where would we be without him as well? Another player who's had an excellent season. And we just got let down again by individual mistakes and missed chances. Sai's poor, and then the second goal as well is just kind of shoddy defending. And at that point, I think 99% or 99.9% of Wolves fans thought, well, 2-0 down against Chelsea, 15 from 16, losses from losing positions. I mean, the game's pretty much dead and buried. But I have to say, and credit to Bruno Lage, the substitutes made the difference today, made a huge difference. Chiquinho coming on, we've called for Chiquinho to play for a while now. The cameos that he's had have been really positive. He's been benched time and time again, but he's shown maturity in the way that he's applied himself. Every time he's come on, he's put in energy, guile. He gets his crosses are absolutely brilliant. The whip that he gets on them is superb. And we saw that come off for us today. Brilliant driving run from midway inside our own half for the first one. Plays it to Trincao. And again, a really good finish from Trincao. He's having a fairly strong end to the season compared to his first half of the season, which was awful. 2 goals now for him. Obviously, his goal against Leeds as well was an excellent finish. So he's definitely showing sparks of what he can do. Whether we choose to keep him or not is a different thing altogether. When you have to look at his performances over the course of the season. But today he was good. And Chiquinho again, brilliant energy and a brilliant cross yet again for Connor Cody's goal. Who knows? If he continues his scoring form, he might end up our top scorer this season, which would be something considering he barely ever scored for us in previous campaigns. But yeah, superb to see him get it. He's been one of the standout players this season. I've been a critic of Cody in past campaigns, but this season he hasn't really put a foot wrong whatsoever. Deserves to be in the England squad, deserves to be the captain as well. Obviously, he's a great representative for the club, and he's been a good player this season, and deservedly got the goal. I think that last 10 minutes was symbolic of what Wolves used to be and what Wolves are best at, which is showing fight, showing an attacking mentality, and using the players that we have. We've got such an abundance of attacking talent. All we wanted as fans was the players to show some fight and show some drive. And that's what they did today. Those last 15 minutes, including the added time, were superb. Chelsea just completely lost the momentum. We put them under so much pressure, and we could have had 4 goals today. The performance really wasn't bad. We were let down by individual mistakes at first, but to come back from that and to show a bit of fight that's really been missing and dig themselves out of that hole, I think can only give us confidence going into the last few fixtures. And hopefully, if West Ham continue their poor run of form, we can just get back into those European spots. But yeah, fantastic comeback performance today. Let us know what you think in the comments, as usual, of course. And yeah, let's drink to a pretty good Wolves draw.